Welcome to Brindavan, a Parthasadi family Samarpanam to our beloved parents, a space for enjoying Vaishnava Sampradaya, slokas, songs, Divyadesa Pasarams, and much more. Namaskaram. In today's Ayiram Namangal, Ayiram Gunangal, we will enjoy the artham of Slokam 16 of Sri Vishnu Sahasranamam. रामानुजदयापात्रं ज्ञानवैराग्यभूषणं श्रीमद्वेङ्कटनाथार्यं वन्दे वेदान्तदेशिकं श्रीशैलेशदयापात्रं दीपत्यादिगुणात्मकं यतीन्द्रप्रवणं वन्दे रम्यजामातरं मुनिम्
भ्राजिष्णुर्भोजनं भोक्ता सहिष्णुर्जगदाजिजः अनघो विजयो जेता विश्वयोनिः पुनर्वसुः.
The first nama in Slokam 16 is Bhrajishnuhu. Bhagavan shows his true transcendental form or Paraswarupam to those who are his ardent worshippers. Like he showed his Vishwarupam to Mahabali in the Vamana Avataram when he becomes a Trivikraman, where he measures the, the, the world and then he measures the Akasam. The third feet he keeps on King Bali and then he shows him his true Paraswarupam. Similarly, he shows his Swarupam to Arjuna in Mahabharata. Both these are very well known instances where Bhagavan shows his true transcendental form to the Bhaktas. The Nama is Brajishnave Namaha. Andalachar in Tripavai, the third Pasaram, sings Ongi Ulahalanda Uttaman Perpadi. So she says about Trivikramatara, Bhagavan showing his true form to Mahabali. And similarly in Mahabharatam, we see how Bhagavan shows his true form to Arjuna. He shows Vishwarupa. The next Nama is Bhojanam. Bhojanam is actually food and eating. Bhagavan is relished just like any sweet food what we get. And his pleasure is given to his worshippers. He is as sweet as a carrot. How we see again in Tirupavai, Andalacha sings about ending her Pavai number with making a carrot. Kudarai Vellum Sir Govinda. Moodanai Paida Murangai Varivara. So she said that we'll make sweets with lots of ghee that flows through our hand and we will enjoy you like that. So that is Bhojanam. The Nama is Bhojanaya Namaha. The third Nama is Bhokta. He is an avid eater and he enjoys all the sweet offerings or any offerings made by his devout worshippers. And he enjoys it like the divine nectar or Amritam. He enjoys particularly Prapannam, which is also known as Akarvadisal. It is made, it's a sweet dish which is made out of ghee, milk, honey, and wheat or rice. So he enjoys our offerings. So when we make food every day in the morning, we have to start with say Sarvam Sri Krishna Arpanamastu and thinking that we are making everything for Bhagavan, and it will definitely be good because he is coming and tasting it, and any difference in the taste he makes it even. That is a practice in all our homes. In some temples the Annakuta Utsavam, where there is mainly huge amounts of puliyodara and all kinds of other bhojanam like sweets, savories, snacks, everything together is offered. It's called Annakuda Utsavam. The Nama is Bhoktare Namaha. Bhagavad Gita, chapter 5, verse 29, Bhagavan says, Bhoktaram Yajna Tapasam Sarvaloka Maheshwaram Suhridam Sarvabhutana Jnatva Mam Shantim Ichchati. He says, my devotee, when he understands that I am the ultimate enjoyer of all the offerings, sacrifices, and the austerities, and am the Supreme Lord of the worlds, he attains peace because he thinks of me as his selfless Saka or his selfless friend who is always there with him and enjoys all the offerings that are made during the sacrifices. For Bhagavan to enjoy the food, it is enough for the person to be a true bhakta or an ardent devotee. He proves it that he takes food from anybody and everybody as long as given with a true sense of offering to Bhagavan. We can see how he ate the fruits from Shabari, who was an old lady when he was going to the forest. His Nama is Sahishnu. Sahi is to tolerate. Even in Tamil we say Sahichikadu. If there is a problem, we tolerate the problem, whether it's a person or it is an issue. So Vishnu is Sahishnu. So he is a one who tolerates. What does he tolerate? He tolerates and forgives the sins committed by his devotees when they come and ask for pardon. When they completely surrender to him and say, I did this unknowingly, or or even if it is a known sin, he still, if you are able to surrender to him and say, ask for pardon, he definitely forgives. Like for example, in Kaliyamartanam, when he dances over the head of the multi-hooded head of Kaliyan, his wife, Kaliyan's wife, comes and asks for pardon. And eventually, Kaliyan himself surrenders himself to the lotus feet of Lord Krishna. Krishna forgives him and gives him moksha. That is Bhagavan. Even in Ramayana, in Rama-Ravana Yuddham, on the first day, Bhagavan, even though he could have annihilated Ravana in the very first instance, he wanted to give him a chance so that he could forgive him. So he told him in the war front, Indru poi nalai va, go today and come back tomorrow, with a thought that he got a chance to ask for pardon. But unfortunately, Ravana did not do it, and so Bhagavan annihilated him and killed him to get back Devi Sita. That is Bhagavan. He is always ready to forget and forgive. Sahishnave Namaha. Until now, the Vyuha forms have been described. Now we see the Vibhava forms will be described, wherein Vishnu is one of the Trimurtis. Vyuha is a manifestation of God residing in higher planes, like when he shows his Vishwarupam and the other avatars. Vibhava form is when Bhagavan manifests on earth from time to time, as he himself said in Bhagavad Gita, Sambhavami Yuge Yuge. So this is like the Rama Avatar and the Krishna Avatar, where he is born as one of us and lived amongst us to establish Dharma. That is a Vibhava Avatar. Next Rama is Jagadadijaha. He was born in the very beginning. He existed. He is always there. He is the Adi Purusha. He is the Mula Karana, or the origin of the, the universe and life itself. So he is Jagadadijaha. And the Nama is Jagadadijaya Namaha. The next one is Anagaha, which means he is blemishless. He is pure. Even when he manifested on earth, he had no blemishes like we all have. As he himself said in Bhagavad Gita, which you have seen before, all the blemishes that come are like the water that falls on a lotus leaf and it just withers away. So he is always blemishless. He is pure even when he manifests on earth. Nama is Anagaya Namaha. Andal Nachar in her Tirupavai calls Perumal Kurayondramillada Govinda. In her 28th Pasuram, she sings thus: Karavaigal Pinchendra Ganam Sendunvom Hari Ondramillada Aikulathe Undanai Piravi Perundanai Punyam Yam Adayom Kurayondramillada Govinda உந்தன்னோடு உறவேல் நமக்கு இங்கு ஒழிக்க ஒழியாது அறியாத பிள்ளைகளோம் அன்பினால் உந்தன்னை சிறுபேர் அழைத்தரவும் ஸ்ரீ அருளாதே இறைவா நீ தாராய் பரையேலோர் எம்பாவாய். She says, O Krishna, the one who is herding the cows, we will come along with you and sit in the forest and eat food together. We, the other cowherds or the other people, Aikulat, the people who are cowherds there in Gokulam, they do not know anything other than you, Krishna. And to be with you is a great blessing. She says, you are blemishless. Kurai Ondram illada Govinda. Adi Shankara, Bhagavad Padha, Mahapariva, has composed a song on Kurai Ondram illai Govinda, which is a very popular song, and all of us have heard it at some point or the other. So, Bhagavan is Kurai Ondramillai. He is blemishless, and when we know him, we don't have any kurai or we don't have any deficiencies when we know him. That is when he is Kurai Ondramillai, and he makes us feel Kurai Ondramillai because he gives us more than we ask for. In Bhagavad Gita, chapter 4, verse 14, Bhagavan says how he is not affected by the actions of karma and he is blemishless. He says, Na mam karmani limpanti, na me karma pale spruha, iti mam yobijanati, karma virna se badhyate. He says, I am not affected by karma. And he says, and none of the activities can taint me. And I do not aspire for the fruits of any of the actions. The main problem comes when we say that, okay, I have done this, so I should get this. So when you don't think of the repercussions, or when you don't think of what palam, what is the outcome that you are going to get, then the effects of that karma does not affect us. That's what Bhagavan says. Because does not ask for any fruits of his actions, and he is not affected by karma. And when we know this, we take him as our Supreme Lord. The next one is Vijaya. He created Brahma and Rudra and assigned them duties of creation and destruction. And they carry out their duties with his help. So he is the commander. And the other meaning for Jaya is victory. So he conquers over the world and he is always victorious. Vijayaya Namaha. The next one is Jeta. He conquers always and he also makes Brahma and Rudra act according to his instructions. He is the creator of Brahma and Rudra and he commands them and he acts them. He makes them act according to his instructions. He also conquered Banasura and many other powerful asuras. He is inconquerable, that is Jeta. He always wins. Jita is to win. Jeta is he always wins. He is the winner or he is the ultimate conqueror. The Nama is Jetre Namaha. The next Nama in the 16th slokam is Vishwayonihi. He is the cause and the effect of the world. He is the reason why the world exists and he is the effect as well. He is like all pervasive. He is within the world and the world is within him. The world and its cause for existence cannot be separated. So he is the world and the world is him. Vishwayonihi. The Nama is Vishwayonaye Namaha. The last one is Punarvasuhu. He is one who lives within Brahma and also the Devatas as their soul. And he also lives in everything that he creates as Antaryami. That is Punarvasuhu. Vasu is to live. So he lives in everything that he creates. Punarvasu is also one of the 27 stars in the Hindu calendar and it is a birth star of Lord Sri Rama. So Nama is Punarvasave Namaha. To summarize Slokam 16, he shows his true form as Parasvarupam to his ardent devotees as he showed his form to Mahabali during the Trivikrama Avtaram and Arjuna during the Gitopadesham in Mahabharata. He is enjoyed as a sweet nectar by his devotees and his true devotees. We are never satisfied with his enjoyment, so we go for more and more. He is an avid eater and enjoys all the offerings made by his true devotees and treats that like Amrita. He is ever ready to forgive the sins committed by his devotees once they ask for pardon and surrender to him. He existed before everything. He is there and he will be there forever. He is the Adi Purusha. He is the origin or the primordial. He is blemishless, just like Kandalachar said in Tirupavai, Kurai illada Govinda. He has no deficiencies. He is pure, he is blemishless. He helps Brahma and Rudra to carry on their assigned duties. He can never be conquered, and he is a conqueror of everything and many powerful asuras. He is the cause and effect of the world. He is the inner soul of everything he creates, including Brahma and the Devas. This brings us to the end of Slokam 16. See you all in Slokam 17 of Vishnu Sahasranamam.